Hey everyone, Mike here from MLive.com. Joined by Justin Rogers. Lions coming off of that big win at Lambeau. Another one coming up, Justin, going for their first winning streak since last December.
Wow.
Oakland Raiders on tap this week. High octane offense, if you will. Derek Carr's playing real well. Defense leaves a little to be desired. How do you see this one breaking down for the Lions?
Forgive me for not jumping on the bandwagon that the Lions have turned a corner after one victory.
You are forgiven.
Very,
2-7.
very meaningful win in Green Bay. Great performance from that defense, but I just don't see it happening a second week in a row. I do love that Oakland offense. I think their running game is better than Green Bay's. I think their receivers are significantly better than Green Bay's. And with Josh Wilson out, secondary is depleted. I just think that offense is going to be too much for the Lions to overcome in this one.
Much like my college years, I think I'm drinking the Kool-Aid a little bit right now. No, I like what the defense did. Forget the offense. The Lions' offense has issues, but
Forgot about them a long time ago.
The defense, I was really impressed with what they were able to do against Aaron Rodgers. Particularly with a short-staffed defensive line, a short-staffed secondary. You made a position change, lineup change with Issa Abdul-Quddus playing in front of James Ahedibo, and I thought that was a really sage move from the Lions. He covers so much more territory than Ahedibo.
Sure.
I like Ahedibo as a player, but he's more of an in-the-box kind of guy, doesn't cover as much ground as he used to. When you're playing against some of these spread-out offenses, Quddus is a nice option. Played well, but tied for the team lead with tackles against the Packers. And I think he'll be back out there against the Raiders. I just look at it as if the Lions can put the clamps down on Aaron Rodgers, I think they can do it at home against Derek Carr. I really like Amari Cooper. It's going to be a tough challenge. Michael Crabtree's playing well, but I don't know. I see the Lions pulling off the second straight win. I got it 27-24.
I also have it 27-24, but that means nothing. But
Yeah.
I just don't know who's going to cover Crabtree. Listen, I get Darius Slay, Amari Cooper. Fantastic matchup.
No faith in Bill Bentley?
Nevin Lawson, Bill Bentley. Nevin Lawson played a spectacular performance against Devontae Adams. Crabtree is a significantly better talent. Lawson, let's be honest, I thought got away with being very physical in that Green Bay game. I like that. I like defensive backs being allowed to play physical and more handsy, I guess, down the field. Don't count on that every week. That guy gets called for a lot of penalty flags, got called for a lot of them in the preseason. It's probably going to crop up again here sometime soon, and I think it'll be this week against a veteran receiver. And then with Quddus, that the talk is packages. It's a package deal. I think that's probably a lot of fluff. I think he's passed Ahedibo on the depth chart, but this is a week you definitely want Ahedibo more with a 230-pound running back that runs with a violent style akin to Adrian Peterson, Marshawn Lynch. He's not that level, but he's that next tier down. He's a poor man's version of those guys. Runs with great speed and power. Murray, I'm talking about. I think you'll want a bit of a heavy hitter in the box for that one.
Yeah. I loved Caldwell's line this week about Lawson. He said he loves Lawson because he'll fight you at the drop of a hat. And that really does, I think, describe Lawson's play. And it's a positive and it's a negative. It's been the thing on him since he was coming out of Utah State last year, which is pretty skilled guy, great athleticism, and great physicality, but he doesn't really know how to harness the physicality. He'll get in there and fight you, but he'll pick up some flags. He was among the leaders on the team in flags through the preseason, and so just something for him to work on. We'll see if that crops up or not. But I know that with the what?
No, finish point.
I was just going to turn it back to get, we sometimes get, I think, tunnel visioned a little bit on this beat. We just cover our team. We cover the blemishes of our own team. We kind of forget sometimes other teams have issues too.
Absolutely.
The Raiders have lost 2 straight and were just blown out, and now they're coming across the country by the Bears,
and
right?
The Reds,
and they're coming
Vikings. Yeah.
But they're coming back across the country, and they're playing in Detroit. And it's a 1:00 game. That's a tough transition for West Coast teams. There's some stat out there about how tough it is for West Coast teams to win 1 p.m. Eastern games in the Eastern time zone. So take that for what it is. But I just think there's a lot of intangibles weighing toward the Lions, and I think they get it done.
Speaking of focusing on the team you cover as a weakness, right tackle Khalil Mack, big problem, real big problem. I mean that. I'm not a fan of any team, but I'm a fan of individual players. Several of them around the league. Khalil Mack is a guy I just love. I mean, he plays football with a passion and intensity and a skill level that you just can't help but appreciate. I don't know. I think Michael is going to be out there just based on what I've seen this week. Could be Waddle, could be both. Mack may dominate them. Stafford needs to get rid of that ball quick.
My favorite Khalil Mack story was the time Dave Briquette from the Free Press and I chased him down to the airport when he was
right.
when he was in Allen Park for a visit when he was coming out in the draft, and we tried to get him here, and the Lions put a kibosh on that, and so Dave and I jumped in Dave's van, I believe. Sorry, Dave, and chased him down to the airport, and I think he was a little stunned. He's like, "Why are these two reporters chasing me down?" But anyway,
He at the combine, he told me he was a 47 ranking in NCAA football when he was a freshman, and that was a motivation for him. 47. Well, I think he's probably 97 now.
yeah,
So,
he's a hell of a player.
luck,
He's
guys.
someone that the Waddle struggled with everyone this year. Was real bad against Julius Peppers. He was benched for Michael Ola. Ola wasn't that good, but probably still better than Waddle. I think we'll see Ola start this game. Michael Ola versus Khalil Mack. I think I know who I'm taking in that one. But in the game, I still think the Lions are too much. Maybe I'm
Optimist.
misguided.
Dungeon of Doom.
That's one word for it. For Justin Rogers, I'm Kyle Meinke. We are the Dungeon of Doom. Keep it right here.